must have misread that one. So you're going home, kind of going home this week in a way. Is that special, or do your parents get to come to this? What is that?
Yeah, my parents actually come to most of the home games, and not all of them. But got a lot of family coming out, a lot of friends coming out to watch me play in the Bay Area for my last time in college. It's going to be special. I'm happy to be going home and to be playing in front of friends and family.
How many tickets did you have to get for it?
Well, my teammates helping me out right now. I got to get a lot.
You get a new supply when you go up from your mom of the headbands?
Yeah, I mean, she kind of gave me some for the season. I got a blue one, a black one, a white one, and a gray one. I mean, she might switch up something for me, but I'll be talking to her this week about that. But they've been working so far, so got my little special powers when I put the headband on.
Have you ever watched her make it? You know, how does she do it?
I just know it takes a lot of time, prep and precision. You know, she is excellent at that, and it's a little message in the back of my headband actually. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So before I put my headband on, I read that before every game, and that's kind of how I go out there and play. You know, I can do anything. Anything is possible through God. So.
Is this a special one with the?
Yeah, she made this last year. So breast cancer awareness. One of my close friends, auntie, she has breast cancer, so that she just got diagnosed with that. So. She'll be actually in attendance at the game this coming week.
What's her name?
Her name is Regina Teasley.
What if you had a pick six in a game?
Not a game. A lot in practice. I mean, most of my last week was the first week that I actually caught a pick and I was on my feet. Usually I'm always diving for interception, so I think that was my 6th career pick. So. Of my college career so far.
Would you take off your helmet and show the headband if you got a pick six?
Oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely.
You don't have to wait till you got off the field though. Isn't it a penalty to have your take
Yes,
your helmet off?
I think it is actually a penalty to take your helmet off on the field. So, but I'll be pretty fast to get to the sideline.
You had a career high 16 tackles. Did it feel like you were kind of having one of those games where you just always found the ball?
It really just felt like I was just running to the ball, and the ball carrier happened to find me. You know what I mean? So I was trying to just put myself in position. Coach Azanero did a great job of the defensive schemes that he was calling to put me in position to be able to just run and just to play. So by me getting some of the front lined up defensive ends and with the outside linebackers, of course, shall say, and then linebackers working hand in hand, I felt like that was the key to some of my success, just running to the ball. Just putting me in position for that.
Do you think there were some adjustments in this game that maybe the calls got a little bit more aggressive in the second half? Do you think a little bit more pressure?
I mean, we play our game. You know, Coach Azanero, we run the same defense. You know, from start to finish. So I really believe that he has a way of scheming and calling things the way he wants the game to go through his way. Like I said, I don't think we did too much different. There was certain adjustments that we made at halftime that we seen that they were doing, but other than that, it was mainly just our game plan.
Has he said anything to you about? He was just at Cal. That was his most recent stop. Has he said anything to you about this game might be special to him at all?
No, I think Cal is our next opponent. I think we're there. The whole coaching staff is approaching that as that Cal is just another opponent that we need to go out and play hard against, and we hopefully can get our first win against them.
You're leading the team in tackles. Have you been more involved in run coverage this year than in the past, or is this just a function of something else?
I think I had, like, the way this defense schemes up, I think that I'm sometimes able to be a free player. Sometimes the safeties, this whole secondary is involved in the run game every play. That's what they told us since they first got here. Just that the secondary was going to be a huge part in the run game, and as you can see, it has been. We have been able to just fly around and run to the ball. As long as you run to the ball, you know, my thing is always going to be it's a race to the football. It's a race. And that's what they like to say, it's a race to the C gap or whatever. But everybody do their job, and who knows who's going to make the tackle. I always want to be the first one, of course, but I just try to do my job out there, that's all.
To go home.
Yeah, definitely excited. Haven't been back since June, since I reported here, so excited to go back home.
You obviously almost went to Cal.
Yeah,
How much of that, what Coach Azanaro coming here was responsible for you kind of switching your allegiance?
A big part, definitely. I really meshed with Coach Az through recruiting, and him coming here also with I wanted to go away from home as well. So I thought it was I couldn't go wrong with either choice.
What do you think you gain out of going away from home a little bit? You're obviously not too far away, but you're out living on your own a little bit.
It's not too far, but close enough where I could just hop on an hour flight, and it helps me grow on my own, become a man. My parents are not like 20 minutes away, where I could just run back home if I need to do something. Out here, I have to just learn on my own. So that was a big part as well.
What do you guys need to do to get the pass rush, kind of take it to the next level? I think you guys have 9 sacks for the first 5 games. What do you need to do to?
Definitely, we have to get our sacks on our 3-man down, just without blitzing, because most of our sacks are coming off blitzes. We need to get pressure on out of our 3 down, especially to help out our DBs, because they're out there covering for a long time. But when the quarterback has that much time, it's basically 7-on-7 for him. So we need to get after him, definitely.
What does that take? What do you need to do to do that?
We just need to get our motor started, work our techniques and transition what we do in pass rush drills over here into the game. Because, we obviously know what to do. It's just whether or not we're going to do it in the game. It's a decision. It's a choice.
How do you think the true freshman defensive linemen are doing?
I think we're doing all right. Every week we're getting better. That's for sure. Improving. Week by week we're getting more comfortable, but definitely have to keep getting better.
How are you doing physically? You came in at about 380. Is that where you are now?
Yeah, I'm at 380 right now. I came in at 411.
411.
Yeah.
Where do you want to be? Is that where you want to be about?
I'll just keep going, as the season goes by, and then into the off season, just keep working out with the trainers and see where they could lead me to. Definitely.
The run game's really taken off since Boss came back. What's it been like? What's it like running against him in practice, and has he kind of changed the whole dynamic of that line?
Definitely, the offense has definitely improved a lot. You could tell, not even just from last year, but from game to game. The run game has gotten better, and I think Boss is a big part of that. Definitely blocks hard, and he knows how to leverage you, get you out of the gap and open holes. So he's doing a pretty great job for the offense.
Being a NorCal guy, did you know him beforehand?
Yeah, I knew of him. I played in my sophomore year, and I was young Neo against senior Boss, and you know how that went. But definitely excited. He's like big brother figure to me. Him and Devin's my cousin too. So they were both at De La Salle, so I kind of knew Boss a little bit. So yeah.
What do you have to do yourself individually to improve? What are some of the aspects of your game?
Definitely, I need to work on my lateral game. Stopping the inside run is easy, just plugging up holes. But when the ball gets outside the box, running to the ball and just helping out the linebackers and all those scraping over, definitely would help me and help the defense out. So.
Is Devin a first cousin, second cousin?
He's my third cousin, I think. Yeah,
okay.
Third cousin, yeah.
What does Osa bring to this defensive line? It seems like now that he's back, he's really kind of helped you out and been really active.
He's a high energy guy, definitely has a motor, and he's just, his spirits are always high, and he's definitely a big leader on our D-line. He's fired up all the time. He brings that emotion to the game when, like, us freshmen, we're kind of like just big-eyed and just worried about what we're doing. He just reminds us, just play and have fun. It's just the same football from when we first started playing, so yeah.
What's kind of the message on third downs? It seems like you guys have really struggled just to get off the field on third downs.
Definitely right now there's just no penalties because the stats off of the last game was, I think we had 2 penalties on third down that ended up in 2 scores. So obviously you saw that score at the score of the game at the end. Those drives really put them over the hump, and we just need to clean those little things up and contain. Don't let them scramble. Yeah.
Is the important thing this week for you guys to kind of continue the upward trajectory of last week? It seemed like it was a step in the right direction.
Definitely. We just keep getting better each week, Yeah, I say we played all right as a defense, to be honest. That was not our best game as a defense, and you saw what our offense did and how we hung in there. So if our defense gets our stuff better together, all together, then we'll be fine, for sure.